第65页篇章结构，钥匙儿童回到没有人的家。
Latchkey children home alone. In many countries, it is not unusual for children to return to an empty home when their school day is over. This is typically because their parent or parents are still at work. While some children may be home alone for less than 30 minutes, others could be on their own without adult supervision for several hours. Youngsters who find themselves in the latter situation are known as latchkey children or latchkey kids. It is believed that the term latchkey child was coined in the U.S. during the Second World War. In many families, the father was serving in the military overseas, while the mother was working to provide for the family and support the war effort. Also at that time, there was a lack of child care facilities. All of this meant that children returning from school would need to fend for themselves. Therefore, the children were given a key to let themselves in, which would often be tied to a string around their neck or hidden under the doormat or other objects near the door to the house, hence the term latchkey child. In the decades immediately following the war, latchkey kids became less common. However, things began to change toward the end of the 20th century. One factor that led to an increase in the number of latchkey kids was climbing divorce rates, resulting in more and more single-parent families. Another was an increase in the number of women in the workforce. By the late 20th century, it had become very common for both parents in a family to be working. According to research, there are both pros and cons to being a latchkey kid. Spending some time alone in the home can benefit children by making them more independent and self-reliant. Meanwhile, it is not uncommon for latchkey kids to experience fear and anxiety when they are at home by themselves. Fortunately, parents of latchkey kids are now able to use remote cameras to monitor and interact with their children through their smartphones, giving everyone involved less to worry about.